You'll see 6 champion professional racers, a basketball world champion and MVP, and a recognizable face from the world of gaming.
It's Gran Turismo Sport on the PlayStation 4. We supply the fresh custom cars, very few rules, and a license to trash talk.
That's right. Welcome to Red Bull Homestretch. I'm Kate Osborne. We are in week 3 of a 6-week circuit that features a starting grid you won't find anywhere else.
And I'm Tom Brooks. We have got, as we said, fresh custom cars, a nice light-hearted vibe for our competitors, and some new challenges for them here today. Let's get straight into it, shall we, and show you the stars and cars lining up on the grid.
We start with the 17-time X Games medalist Travis Pastrana. Now, he hasn't finished on the podium yet in our series, but you wouldn't know it by all the fun he's having.
Alexander Rossi won the Indianapolis 500 in his rookie year, and in his homestretch debut last week, he dominated the field with 2 wins.
Bryce Menzies is a 3-time Baja 500 winner, and the off-road champion is starting to gain some traction in the virtual world.
IndyCar racer and fan favourite James Hinchcliff. Hinch is flirting with the virtual victory circle, with 2 second-place finishes so far.
3-time global rallycross champion Scott Speed is the only competitor not using a driving wheel. Speed's lucky pin controller led him to 3 podium finishes last week.
Current FIA World Rallycross champion Timmy Hansen. He doesn't engage in trash talking. His focused approach has earned him 2 series wins to date.
Seattle Storm superstar Breanna Stewart. The WNBA MVP and world champion is relegated to rookie status in Gran Turismo. And actor and gaming personality Naomi Kyle. She's proudly representing her Canadian roots with her livery and hopes her gaming skills will be an advantage today.
Stewie and Naomi, welcome to Red Bull Homestretch, and thank you, ladies, for accepting this challenge. Now, we know it's tough as these guys have elite real-world skill and are improving each week at this game. But we're all here to have a good time. Tom, please tell Stewie and Naomi what they have ahead of them.
Yeah, we've got 3 different races and 3 different vehicles for these drivers to compete in today. As you can see on your screen, at the moment there are no flag rules, no off-track penalties, and we've turned off the damage as well. It's all geared towards having fun here today, Kate.
That's absolutely right. And as Stewie said yesterday during practice, I just want to go fast. You are one of the most dominant basketball players of any era, a winner at every level of the sport. But how far are you being pushed out of your comfort zone here today?
Very far. I mean, this is an uncharted territory for me, so I'm just trying to get better each race.
Hey, that's all you can really ask for. And you've been recovering from an injury. Give us an update on how you've been doing and where you think you'll be health-wise when the WNBA season does begin again.
Yeah. When the WNBA season starts, I'll be ready. I was overseas playing in Russia for a little bit, so had a chance to kind of play after injury. And now it's just a waiting game like everything else.
Understood. Well, good luck today, and it's really good to hear that as well. Tom?
Yeah, let's go over to Naomi Kyle. Naomi, you play in many gaming worlds. Is Gran Turismo a part of your gaming library as such?
Yes, definitely. I don't know if I've played it as much as other racing games, but I've played it a little bit, and I do play racing games besides this game, so I'm excited to see how I fare on this one.
Have you got any goals in mind, though, crucially, for your homestretch challenge this week?
I think my goal primarily is to stay on the track. I just don't want to spin out. I want to control my braking and see if that helps me win the race in the end.
Well, good luck today. We're looking forward to seeing how you get on.
Thank you so much.
All right, Travis, to stay on track, as Naomi just said, it's a big goal for each and every one of these drivers each week. What other tips and tricks do you have for Naomi and Stewie?
Well, I actually beg to differ. My goal is exactly the opposite of Naomi. I plan on wrecking as much havoc as possible, finding those limits and going through every shortcut possible to hopefully take a USA first place here this week.
Well, the best thing about racing is everyone has a little bit of a different strategy. A scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you changing your name from P4 Pastrana to Podium Pastrana as you're looking for that USA win?
Hey, P1 Pastrana. I mean, I'm an 11. We're ready to rock this weekend.
Wishing you the best out there. Tom, tell us about our first race course today.
Yeah, thanks, Kate. The Alsace Village Circuit is a fictional track on GT Sport set along French roads that are full of sweeping and undulating corners. It's just over 5.4 kilometers long. It's akin to a tarmac rally, which should make it quite tricky for our drivers to be quite consistent over the course of this one. So expect a lot of havoc early on and especially in the latter stages of the race.
Oh, man, cannot wait to go racing. We're going to be kicking things off here at Alsace Village in just a moment. Green flag will be waved in just a bit. Stay with us. It is almost time to go racing, and as the Twitch viewers are saying, KV1E specifically says it's race time. And Stewie, you got a fan out there as well. C. Dole Salem said, "Let's go, Stewie." And another says, "At Red Bull, hi, I'm hyped, and let's rev it up." Okay, Stewie, real quick, there was a poll that was put out on Twitch that says. It was asking what kind of car does Breanna Stewart drive. 57% think it is something, but the answer is a Maserati. How on earth did you pick a Maserati, Stu?
Well, I have the Levante, which is like the crossover. So smaller cars are a little more difficult for me to get in and out of because I'm tall, but the crossover is cool and can go fast.
Oh, that's a good point. How tall are you exactly?
I'm 6'4".
6'4", okay. Yeah, so you got to make sure you're comfortable and also cruising and going fast for sure. Okay, Pastrana, you up next. There was a poll that was put out saying how many medals did you receive in the X Games. If anybody listened at the top of the show, I think we said it in there as well. 67% of people said 13, but it was 17. 11 gold, 4 silver, and 2 bronze. Are there any of those medals and those podium finishes, since we're talking P1 here today, that really stand out to you as your favorite moment?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really know there was participation awards for second and third, but there's definitely not for fourth, as it turns out, and everything. So I haven't got anything here on on Red Bull Homestretch. But no, I think the first one. I mean, I was 15 years old. Showed up to my first time moto was allowed in X Games. My mom was really against me doing any freestyle because I was kind of groomed to be a motocross racer, and we finally talked her into it. And then she's like, "You got to go for it." And then I launched into the San Francisco Bay, and we had all our prize money taken away, and it's kind of the start of my career.
Well, you've had fans the whole time. And Chunky LaRue on Twitch also says, "Let's go, Pastrana." The last question there was whose family consists of all rallycross drivers. And as we all know, 43% of the people thought Scott, then Pastrana. 14% thought Timmy Hansen. The answer is Timmy Hansen.
Yeah. I got my brother racing with me and my both parents running the race team. So we're definitely a family team. And we won the World Championship last year. So
Welcome back to Red Bull Homestretch. We are taking it to the track and we're going to the Alsace Village. It is going to be 5 laps of intense racing. As you said, Tom, tricky for most of these drivers.
Yeah, we've had a few rehearsal races just to see how everybody gets on. It's been carnage out there, I think it's fair to say, in these Group 3 cars. They're pretty powerful machines, they're quite tricky, and there's not any runoff really at this circuit. It's kind of lined with Armco either side. It's a bit akin to a street track. So, yeah, I think it's going to be pretty hectic out there on the track.
I'm interested to see how Scott Speed does out there. He looks looking pretty cool, calm, and collected with a little smirk there as these drivers are taking to the track with countdown to green. Tom?
Race 1 of Red Bull Homestretch Week 3 is underway here at the Alsace circuit then. Good start from Alexander Rossi off the front row of the grid. Look at Scott Speed getting good launch as well, drawing a long high. Hansen going through in the second place. There's contact there.
Just want to let you guys know in there.
All right, shake and bake, buddy. I'm pushing you.
Thanks, man.
So Timmy's round of the first corner. What happened there, Scott?
I don't know. I was zigging and someone else was zagging.
My brakes,
Oh,
my
dear.
brakes
Every
were off
time.
in the first turn, but they're back working now. Thanks.
Thank goodness.
Brake fleet.
Brakes went out.
I pushed the clutch in. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Oh, that was
Brake fleet more than brake fleet, I think. Okay, Bryce, that's gone well. And Naomi and Breanna, they're just doing a little bit of rallycrossing. Come on, guys, we're rooting for you, making your debut here in this one. Meanwhile, there's a great four-way scrap for the lead going. Oh, Travis!
I was all by myself.
my God.
Got hit by somebody.
Oh,
Maybe that was Timmy.
That was bad. Oh my God!
I'm sorry, Travis. I was
Sorry,
looking
guys.
behind, and then you showed up
Yeah,
in front. Didn't mean to do that.
I had a double crash there. Bryce, what are you doing back here last, man?
I like to play around, come back to front, you know, make it interesting.
Shake and bake. Oh, sorry, Bryce. Come in.
Thanks, Stuart.
Well, there's a good
Feels so
scrap
weird
going on
having
here
you behind
between...
me, Scott, and not being pushed off.
Wait, Timmy, what was that, buddy?
Yeah, not yet at least, but I guess. I said it's weird having you behind me and not be off yet, but it's coming, I guess.
Well, at least
Oh,
you're
there we
smiling.
go.
I can see you.
What the heck?
There we go. There we go.
Oh. Good
So-
thing I blocked that.
So, lap 2, and Alex Rossi leads the way. Stewie, how are you getting on there down in P7, adapting to these cars?
You know, I was in 5th place for like a few seconds, so...
I literally didn't mean to do that, Scott. You must have brake shaked me there.
Oh my gosh.
Timmy down the
coming.
lane.
Yeah.
As usual, this is carnage. Whoa, to the side there. And a bit of contact with the ball.
Oh no, I got
Keep
on
going,
there.
Breanna, we've got faith in you.
No. Back it up. Oh, I've lost so much time.
It's all right, catch up's on, Naomi. You can catch up with these guys.
All right. I'll try.
Hey, guys, I'm in P4 again. I just want to let you guys know. I feel like there's a cheat mode that just puts me right here.
Oh, it might be P5 soon, because Scott's all over your rear wing.
Yeah, it's going to be P5 real soon. Go ahead on my inside, Scott.
What's your plan here, Scott?
No plan. I'm gonna really enjoy the slow car boost right now. I'm doing like crazy fast lap times. The car's got super power and super grip. I'm just gonna use that up and see what happens towards the end of the race here.
Nice. Solid plan there. So
I'm gonna
Alex
try to
Rossi leads the
follow
way, just
Scott.
starting lap 3.
He's already on lap 3.
So there we are. Well, yeah, he's leading the race. Look at the concentration face on
I
him
just
down
didn't
on the
realize
right-hand
by how
side there.
far.
Mind you, to
Is
be
he
nice,
using
look at the
both hands on the
concentration
wheel?
on him. But no, he's one-hand driving. He's showing off now.
Okay, there we go.
Just for you, Scott.
I think we need to set him a challenge to race in like 5th gear or something to the end.
Bryce,
Although
where
maybe
are
with
you,
off-track
buddy?
excursions like that.
I'm coming from the back. I got about 15 seconds to make up.
Hey, Timmy, Scott's right behind you again, just FYI.
I'm feeling it. I've built up that stand of Scott Speed behind me, so soon we're crashing.
Well, you're just accepting it.
Yeah, I'm just accepting it at this point. What can I do, you know?
The second you see a Subaru in the rear wing, jump out of the way.
Unless you're another Subaru, we don't really condone this Subi on Subi violence.
Well, you do it an awful lot. If someone doesn't condone it.
Yeah, sorry, Scott, you were collateral damage in turn 1.
Oh, nice recovery there, Naomi. That was a fantastic slide. You get the hang of these cars then?
I am. I really like this racetrack and this Corvette. Oh no. I just went off track.
Yeah, I was going to say we're tempting fate there, sadly.
Yeah. Only just trying to get anything other than 7th place.
Interesting driving position from yourself there, Stewie. That's you're not getting quite the racing seats that some of the other drivers are in. Sat there on the couch. Am I distracting you? Sorry.
You know? I guess it's kind of you put in what you get out. So you get it, whatever the thing.
Yeah,
It's something like that. Close enough.
Something like that, yeah.
There's a...
Next time I'm gonna get a racing chair.
Nice.
Oh.
James Hinchcliff, you're involved in the battle for the lead. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling like it's all going to go pear-shaped up here in a second, so I kind of wanted to sit back and watch.
That was a good drift
Well,
hit.
you'll be on for the American clean sweep of the podium.
I keep forgetting that I'm not in the rally car trap.
I mean, it's impressive.
Because it's the same car, right? Like, driving NSX in both, and so I forget I don't have four-wheel drive sometimes.
Wait for the next one. You'll be rally cars then at least. Oh,
I don't know. It's my second favorite to Bryce driving behind.
Oh.
You got a front row seat here, Travis, of everything unfolding.
I'm doing my best to catch up. But, there goes. It's.
Oh no! Oh, contact with Rossi and Timmy at the final corner. Oh, look at that!
That was a great
Timmy's
idea to line up there.
Right? That's what I was saying. You just got to watch the catastrophe unfold in front of you.
So Hinchcliff leads the way, then final lap ahead of Travis Pastrana, then Scott Speed, Alex Rossi in 4th place. Timmy Hansen now relegated down into P6. It's the final lap here.
Oh no!
Anybody's game for the taking. You just know the drama's going to unfold.
Thanks.
Scott's got rally
I
driving
got like
before
a
we've got to
helping
the second
bump.
race.
That's never happened before.
One of the good kind.
Oh, here comes Timmy down the inside of Bryce, into the right-hander. Oh, textbook there from Timmy Hansen into P5. Lovely stuff.
Oh,
there's Stewie down in 8th
Hang on
place.
to her.
Slowly getting the hang of these cars. Back to the battle for the lead. There's Kyle.
I mean, my car looks nice, so whatever.
Yeah, it's a cool livery. It matches the grass too, so we'll go with it. Oh, this is brilliant. This is fantastic.
Right now is leading, heading into this hairpin.
This is not a good idea.
Travis versus Hinch, side by side. Oh, here comes Rossi up the inside. And he's through into the lead on the final lap. Travis down to P5, then he's off the track, and so is Rossi. That's allowed Hinchcliff to come through. Just a few more corners from home here of race 1. Timmy Hansen's going to be quietly coming through. Oh no, but not so quietly, and there's contact there with Rossi into the hairpin. That's cost them both. That's allowed Hinch to take the win, and Pastrana's going to finish P2 in this race. Timmy does get P3. Hinchcliff wins race 1. Pastrana breaks his P4 run.
This is great, guys. I really appreciate y'all joining me. This is so fun. Hinch, that was the perfect spot, man. You were sitting back just long enough there.
Sit back, watch it happen, man. That was perfect.
James Hinchcliff, what a win, what a result. How are you feeling?
Oh man, relief. I've been holding my breath, you know, and also laughing a fair bit on those last couple laps. That was entertaining. That's what Red Bull Homestretch is all about. You know, it's about little bump and grind, little elbows out, argy-bargy. It's all good fun, man. It's all good fun. Thanks, Travis, for the push there at the end. That was great.
Yeah, well, I was trying to bump you out of the way. I thought Rossi was going to take you out, but then he just followed in behind you, so it totally didn't. It backfired.
So you're trying to bump me out of the way. That wasn't a friendly bump like you got earlier. What gives, man?
No, I wanted you to do well, and then I was going to let Rossi by to take you out, but he didn't. So foiled my plan.
I don't think anything more needs to be said there, Kate, to be honest with you.
No, that's what we go back to. Anything can happen in racing. Stewie, for you, you popped up there to 5th. How comfortable and confident did you feel running in 5th place there?
Oh, I felt like I was right where I belonged, but I didn't last very long. But it's all about little goals, so I'm happy with it.
No doubt about it. Naomi, on your end, did you accomplish any of those little goals for yourself in that race?
My goal is always not to finish last, but I definitely think I did really good at the start, and if it only weren't for some really bad turns, I would have been fine. I would have, liked a 6th or 5th placement, but it's all good. I'm here for the fun.
And you had also said you like your Corvette, you like that track, and you like your livery, kind of representing Canada right there. Hinch has to agree with you on that, huh?
Yeah. No, I'm super stoked about that.
I'm insanely jealous of the maple leaves that you have on your car, I have to say.
I did good. I did Canada proud. What are you doing?
Clearly not enough. I will change that next week, I promise.
We have some Canadians that are proud here, and of course, as we know, Pastrana is looking for a Team USA sweep as well. We have more racing coming your way right here on Red Bull Homestretch.
Oh no.
Where are you coming from? Every time I go by Rossi, he's coming in from a different angle.
As you guys are still practicing here in the break, we're going over to Twitch and interacting with the viewers there. There was a poll that was put out that whose favorite emoji is the loudly crying face. By the way, 30% of the people said Travis Pastrana, 40% said Stewie, and 25% said Naomi Kyle. But the answer is Naomi Kyle. Why is that your favorite? There's so many to choose from nowadays.
It's just, I don't really have an answer for that. I don't know. It's good. It's good fun.
We all have our favorites for sure. Scott Speed is the first American Formula One driver since. Who is it? Anybody in this group besides Scott? Anybody else know?
I mean, I know.
No? All right, cool. Okay, go ahead. Bring the heat. No?
Fantastic.
You said you know, but no follow-up? The answer is Michael Andretti in 1993.
I didn't hear you yet.
It's okay.
But yeah,
that's all right.
I would
You're
hope I know
focused and
that,
concentrating.
considering he's my boss.
Yeah, you only drive for the man.
I was hoping that.
Yeah.
I was hoping that you knew that one, Rossi. But Scott, for you, those memories back in Formula One, a completely different experience in your rallycross. Is there one thing that stands out to you? One experience that you can tell everybody about? That's, I guess, a clarification. I'm sure there are some others.
I don't know. It's kind of a different world.
Hey, buddy.
It's very sort of black tie. Kind of the opposite of rallycross, really.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and quite a bit different than what we have here with Red Bull Homestretch as well. But it's an amazing experience, I think, from the angle of who's representing USA. Travis Pastrana has to be proud of doing that way. Another poll was, what did Bryce Menzies jump over in his Pro 2 truck in 2016? 56% of the people said 20 cars, but the answer was, Bryce?
A town.
It was a ghost town.
That's insane.
What do you mean?
379.4 feet.
Yeah, we had to hit the ramp at 105 miles an hour to reach that distance. So, pretty wild.
Who was we, Bryce? Was someone with you?
Me and the guy that was in the pocket with me.
Welcome back to Red Bull Homestretch. We moved to race 2 in a new challenge from our drivers. We're headed to Willow Springs. It's a 10-mile lap race. Tom?
Yep, it is. You're absolutely right there. The Willow Springs Horsefleet Mile, a circuit that, funnily enough, is just 1 mile long, has 11 turns, most of which are quite tight with its canyon-like surroundings. In Group B cars, this is going to be quite the challenge for our drivers, especially given some of them aren't keeping it on the tarmac. They're using the dirt to try and get a quicker lap time.
Well, the good news is a lot of these guys know how to drive in dirt. A handful of them are rallycross and off-road racers, but we'll see how that comes into play here as we go to Green Flag Racing.
Race 2 of Red Bull Homestretch. Week 3 is underway. Then good start from Timmy, good start from Scott Speed. Breanna Stewart had a shocker there in the background. Here comes Travis up the inside with some contact, and Timmy off into the wall. They're all off into the wall. Bryce in the wall there.
I'm actually winning something. Oh, no, it didn't last long.
Yeah, take a photo, it'll last longer.
I was hoping.
You should have said it. It ruined everything. My brakes failed as soon as you said that.
Oh my gosh. What is going on?
Come on, Alex.
Come on, Alex.
Sorry, guys.
Oh,
I think that was $5.
Was that brake fade or brain fade?
Yes.
Yeah, they were just cold, you know, these carbon brakes. It's tough sometimes.
All right then, so lap 2 we're on now. James Hinchcliff leads away from Bryce Menzies, and you can see just how tight it is, and Breanna Stewart there just exploring the outer limits of the track, as is Naomi Kyle. It's all good, there's plenty of time to turn things around. Quite literally, here is Bryce then coming under pressure from Alex Rossi. Scott Speed now back in the play as well. Overtaking opportunities are quite limited here, but you can see the drivers using the dirt there just to try and increase the advantages they can get on their fellow competitors. And Alex Rossi losing a bit of time there.
Oh no.
where are you going, Bryce?
Bryce, exit stage right.
That's a long way off. We'll see you next lap.
Oh, Travis, what was that line through there?
I don't know. I'm going to see if I can make that work.
That was a corner cut there, definitely. That's got to be.
I don't know. I think it might have worked.
It seems to, didn't it? Keep that in mind for the last lap.
I definitely will. Oh, man, I cannot stay on this track. Thanks, Bryce.
Hi,
Yeah, we can
Alex.
see that. Oh.
Oh my gosh. Oh
Go
my gosh,
James.
oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
How are you getting on there, Naomi? You're finding this a bit more of a challenge?
Definitely, these turns are brutal. Just taking them slow as best I can. I know
The
it's
pedal in the
race.
middle helps here. No one else seems to know what it does.
Yeah.
It slows you down,
Break,
Tom.
break.
That's what it does. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. That didn't last long.
All right, so Timmy now leads the way on lap 4 here. This race is getting pretty quick, actually. It's less than a mile long this circuit, but I'm intrigued to see how it's going to work out. So Timmy versus Scott versus Alex Rossi there in P3, not too far away as James Hinchcliff in 4th. Menzies now up to 5th ahead of Pastrana.
I was a little late.
Just starting to get up there.
Speed now leads the way. Oh no, Rossi's wide!
Oh, Alex. Oh no!
Hitches around.
I'm so... Guys, I think I just found Area 51. Oh, I got reset.
No. I was in 6th. Woo!
My entire thing just died. Oh, okay, it's back.
Oh no, that's probably why I play 6th then.
Hi, Alex.
What's going on with Alex?
Oh, hi, James. I don't know,
I'm a
my
lap
screen
down
just turned
because
off.
I took a brief trip to the Mojave.
To the moon.
To the moon.
Did you have help getting there, or did you just go that way by yourself?
No, Alex was definitely facing backwards on a track around a fast corner, and I hit him head on.
Why do you think I was backwards, James?
Because you dropped a wheel and then you spun. I watched.
Okay.
Were you trying to pin that on me somehow, bud?
No.
Okay.
Oh no, you're gaining on me. Oh god.
I'm impressed with
This turn.
with Naomi. Sorry, that was a commentator's skill. I just said I was really impressed as you went up the circuit, Naomi. It wasn't intentional.
Thank you.
First, just saying you're doing a great job in P6.
Yes.
Oh, who was that?
Wow, Scott, where are you going?
That was a bad berm shot, though.
Always this turn. Always this turn.
Are you in the back of the future car and just travelling into a different time zone or something, Scott? Because that was you just set it off at T1. Interesting lines going on here then. Lap 7 out of 10 we're on of race 2, Red Bull Homestretch. Timmy leads the way from Scott. There's Bryce Menzies in 3rd place, who's had, I think it's fair to say, an up and down time in Homestretch so far. But Bryce, if you keep this up, you're in good shape here.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, jeez.
I don't want to tempt fate or anything. Oh, look, he was in 4th place as well.
No, I got passed. I'm not there anymore. I'm waiting for Bryce to crash so I can get back there.
Oh, no, you're still
Oh,
4th because
come
I'm
on.
down.
Oh no! This is bad.
Oh, this is
Oh,
the
come
first one
on.
with lap traffic and Breanna getting in the way. She said he's up to
the
the
inside. That's a great move, Stewie.
So blue flags don't
You got some
exist
good
here, by
drift
the way.
going on.
This is coming up there.
Sorry, Scott.
What is happening?
Oh, no. You guys are looping me.
Whoa! That was not helpful. That was not helpful, Scott. Subi on Subi, man. Come on. It's cool. I'm
Alrighty
only
then,
10
so-
seconds slow. I'm sorry, Stuart. I tried to help you back straight.
No worries, no worries.
How did Hinch get a lap down?
Because I went off like I got fired off into the stratosphere. Very upsetting.
I was going to make it interesting though. Lap traffic coming into play here, to be fair. Meanwhile, the upshot is Timmy's got a 7.6 second advantage over everybody else. Rossi in 2nd, Wright in 3rd. I'm keen to see how this is going to play out in the last stages. What's going through your head here, Scott, in P4?
Oh man. These are terrible. Brianna's coming up on me here. She's not too far behind. Oh,
These
4 seconds.
corners are killing me. So you're fine.
As long as I stay on track.
Oh!
Hey,
Bryce,
James.
another podium. Bryce, what
Need some help.
Yeah.
I don't know. Coming up
I
on
went
me.
a little too hot, slid off the edge, and that corner really sucks you down there, and it's so hard to come back from, but we got some shortcuts coming up.
I like how Hinchcliff is interfering with Timmy's race here as well.
He's trying to get my lap back.
Trying to unlap himself.
If we get a yellow, I can get a lucky dog and be back in this thing. That's how that works here, right?
Bring you back in. Yeah.
James, lucky dog. Cat, pound.
Oh, put me back on the track. I went for the all-time shortcut.
Home stretch.
Oh, I gotta finish the whole other lap. Oh, I should have stayed behind, and that way I could have been done. Sorry, Timmy, coming through. Gotta finish my race.
Timmy Hansen takes the win in race 2 of Red Bull Homestretch. Timmy, that was a good performance there from you, but it was pretty chaotic in those first few laps.
Yeah, it was. It's tough getting some clean racing here. It's a lot of bold moves, I would say, but it's all good fun, and I was able to get out in front and away from the carnage and the crashes, and then I was able to pull a gap, and from there I tried to be quite safe. And when I saw Hinch unlapping himself the last lap, I was like, oh no, nothing happened now. but everything went well. I let you pass, and everybody stayed on track.
Thanks,
so
buddy.
I'm happy about this one.
Nice job there, Timmy. What's the plan for the next race then in trucks on dirts as well?
Yeah, so that's another dirt race, but the car is very slow, very heavy. But we're all in the same car, aren't we? So we tuned the brain into going a bit different driving style, and yeah, some more fun coming up.
Full send. Nice one.
Yeah, Timmy, you said you have to be bold here, and Scott Speed took some bold moves in and out of there. You also had said yesterday some of the advice that you would give Stewie and Naomi was to have no fear. Do you have any other advice for these two drivers as we head into the third race today?
Rip it and rip it. To the front.
Rip it and rip it. Okay.
Ladies, you got that down. You guys can do it.
I was hoping for something a little bit more helpful.
Right.
All right, rip it and rip it is Scott Speed's advice. Show no fear. And Naomi, you gotta take those and put those under your belt. We'll see how it goes down as we are taken to the track for race number 3 here in just a moment on Red Bull Homestretch.
Just got to download the executable.
Well, as we continue on with our Twitch viewers here, this was very interesting. First and foremost, I think there was an inside joke that was just passed between Hinch and Rossi there during that, which happened to do with Lucky Cat Dog Pound, perhaps? Is that something that happened, a conversation that happened between you two? What did that mean?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There was...
Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
There's a
Sorry if that's not.
Very interesting board game that Alex and I played recently, and it just shows that he and I are clearly on the same page. We're good friends. We understand the way each other's minds work. So we were just alluding to something that happened in the game. Very long story, boring. You don't want to hear it.
Very, very boring, I'm sure. Okay, that then takes us to the poll that was put out on Twitch, which is who has 6 IndyCar wins secured under his belt? 57% said Alexander Rossi, but the actual real answer
Stanley
is
Kale.
James Hinchcliff at 14%. Hinch, is there any one of those wins that really stands out to you as your absolute favorite memory?
You know, for sure the first one's extra special. You know, we've had some cool ones, like Long Beach was cool,
Yeah.
Brazil was cool, but the that first one is always just, you know, such a great feeling, and it's not unlike my first win here in Red Bull Homestretch. It's a very emotional moment. I'm very, very proud. Very proud.
No doubt
proud
about
of
it. I can see and understand why. Speaking of being
Absolutely.
proud,
Racing against guys like this.
who was crowned the champion of the
yes.
Indianapolis 500 in 2016? Most of us know that to be Alexander Rossi, but 43% of Twitch viewers thought it was. Alex, when you kind of climbed out of the car, you were drinking that milk. Was there anything that was going on in your mind specifically, or did you kind of black out through all those moments?
I just am curious, what did the other 57% of people say it was?
That's
Is that not a fair question?
So no answer?
No.
Did you black out drinking that milk, or do you remember what that was all about?
I mean, yeah, no, for sure. Like it was the most memorable moment of my life for a lot of different reasons. And the Indy 500 is the biggest single-day sporting event in the world, and it's just a blessing to be able to compete in it each year.
Welcome back to Red Bull Homestretch. We're racing carts next. Tom, tell us about the fun course we're giving the guys.
Gravel and off-road trucks. What could possibly go wrong here? The Sardegna Windmill Circuit is the home of our final race this week. It's full of crests and blind jumps, and will be a very big learning curve for our competitors. So let's see how they're all going to get on in this third and final race. If it's anything like race 2, we should expect carnage, Kate, I reckon.
I feel like
Is
carnage
anyone else
is just
sweating?
a good word that we're using.
I got
for
our
Red Bull
pump.
Homestretch all day long.
Yes. Definitely.
Deep breaths, Trav. Deep breaths.
All right, sweats up then, ready for race 3 of Red Bull Homestretch. Timmy on pole, Hinchcliff alongside. Lights go out and we go green for the final time for week 3. Side by side we come down towards the first corner. We're going to kink it left and then go right. Who's going to hold on to the lead? Who's going to dive for it as well? Timmy's into the lead. Menzies comes through. This is his home turf, of course, being in trucks now, and he's through into the lead, or was.
I got turned around so many different ways in that first turn.
I
Can't see anything without who's coming up on you.
Rossi! Oh my gosh.
Bryce, you're leading the race.
I feel so good right now.
He's an off-road truck driver.
Oh, like this is
Should we throw a red flag now, or?
Oh, yeah. Can we finish like right? Oh, never mind. In a second. Don't finish it.
What's happening?
Sorry.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Oh no! James, what happened to you?
I got intimate with the berm.
Carbon brakes failure again,
You were
James.
about the base there.
Yeah, man. They're still cold. They haven't warmed up yet from the last race.
Man, I'm following you guys off the track at every turn.
There's a three wide battle up there.
Come on, Hinch.
Oh, dude, I
God.
can't see anything.
What do you mean you can't see anything? Open your eyes.
Where's the fun in that? Anybody can drive with
Did you
their
put your
eyes open,
glasses on?
Trav. No, I did not. I did not wear my glasses today. Great point.
Oh, that's the problem.
It's one of many. One of many.
So lap one of many.
Come on, guys. We got to hunt down
Lap 2,
Hansen.
Timmy leads. Rossi in
Shake your
second.
back, guys. Shake your
Breanna,
back.
how are you finding these trucks down there in 8th place?
Hard to control. Hard to control. Struggling.
Do you guys have any
They're
tips
not the easiest things
for
in the
real,
world.
though? Those of you in first place. or in first and second? What are some tips?
Break
Slow in,
earlier
fast
than you
out.
think.
I mean, I'm not first and second, but slow in, fast out.
Slow and fast out. All right.
Slow in,
Yeah, the exact
slow.
opposite of what they just did in that corner there when they hit the wall.
Right. Seems you guys are going much faster than me. I'm flooring it. I don't know.
You gotta know when to go slow. That's the key.
Turn right. What's the classic saying? Turn right to go left, isn't it, or something?
Turn right. while
No,
you're turning
that's
left.
in the movie, from the movie Cars. I think that was Doc
That's
Hudson.
definitely from the movie
Oh,
Cars.
that's
With that one.
Still words to live
I only
by.
know
That guy's
'cause
a
I
legend.
have 2 little girls. Hudson
Yeah.
Morgan, man.
That's also.
Hey Bryce, you're doing pretty quiet there, but you're looking pretty concentrated going for the podium. Oh, sorry, I spoke too soon.
No, I'm just trying to slide this thing like a Pro 4 around the corners. I'm not sure if it's working, but it really feels great, let me tell you guys.
It looks awesome as well.
They're a good spectacle.
Right? Oh, come on now.
Oh, Scott!
You're welcome, Scott. You are welcome.
Thanks, mate.
I've learned one thing.
There.
You gotta look good if you're not good.
Looking good's more important.
Rossi's got
than
his
looking
right
fast.
indicator on. It's very confusing.
Does he have his blinker on?
He's going
Sure
left.
does. He sure does. He's just trying to throw me off. I think the next turn's a right, and it ends up being a left.
Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, this is your chance if you want to catch up to me. Breanna.
Go on, Naomi, we're
Hey,
rooting for
Timmy,
you
what are
here.
you doing?
Oh, Timmy!
Let's chill.
Timmy's
Let's
gone
chill
wrong.
on
Yeah.
the turning part. Let's chill.
Just having some
Oh
sighting
my
out there.
goodness. Why can't I get this straight? All right. That was a weird one, guys. I would say maybe
I'm getting the
brain
slow
farted.
car boost now, so I'm coming.
All right, you got 2 laps, Timmy.
Wow.
Let's see how much progress you can make from P6.
All the progress. He would make all
This
the
car is
progress.
fast now.
Hey, you're doing well there, Naomi. Oh, sorry. Every time I say you're doing well, you hit the wall, so
You
I'm just going to
always-
stop talking about it. Commentators' curses alive. Well, so it's Alex Rossi that leads away from James Hinchcliff, then Scott Speed in 3rd place, Menzies in 4th. This is probably as close as we've seen the battle for the lead all hour. So as we go to start another lap very shortly, Travis Pastrana cries out for mercy.
Yes, he does.
Where are you
Good
at,
save there,
Travis? Come
Travis.
on.
I don't know. I was backwards.
I need some help.
Hansen got me. Right,
Timmy,
you got
Timmy,
Timmy
come
coming
bring-
on your inside.
I'm going real wide, so look. Oh man. Thank you.
All right, Alex with his indicator still on has just lost 2 positions. He's now down in 3rd place, but he's got a good view of Speed versus Hinchcliffe. At the moment, it's that All-American sweep for the podium as we come onto the final lap then.
North American.
North American.
North American, sorry.
Flags can be deceiving. Oh boy.
They can
my
be deceiving,
gosh.
you're quite right. Oh no! Let's go wrong at T1. Oh, Bryce and Rossi come together!
I don't know, I think I'm in his truck at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're actually in the rear seat, right?
They
Let's
are
go,
roomy back
Scott.
here.
Let's see if you can get a win.
You guys left me.
Nah, I'll throw it away at the end, worst
Oh.
case.
That's the spirit there, Scott.
Oh, Bryce!
Oh, no!
No.
Oh, come on. I was going to make that turn.
Bryce, you just saw you catapult. Did you forget the brake?
Oh. Let's go, man. It's the last lap. We gotta go for this.
Oh, I'm
All right.
dying.
I love you guys being
I'm
up
getting-
here. You make me feel like I'm actually winning. Or getting
No,
close.
hey. Kyle, I was actually going to make 2 of those turns. Glad to be your break.
Rossi's out of control. Here comes Timmy. Here comes Timmy. Oh, this guy's going to end up in the pit lane. He's in the pit wall. Hinchcliff wins. And Menzies.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
I couldn't go more left. I hit you into second.
Jimmy.
Thanks, man.
Great,
Appreciate
man.
you.
I thought you
Good
were
looking
there.
Dude,
I was
that
looking back.
Hinch is 2 for 3 today.
Yeah. Apparently, I could do a pit stop, so maybe I needed that. Some water.
Go for the tires.
New tires.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry.
Oh.
This
Tough race.
That was tough. Yeah.
Breanna's got her last lap to finish here as well, doing a great job coming home in 7th position. There we go. Just about to come around the final corner, over the line. Let's not tempt fate here.
Good job, Stewie.
Oh, Naomi used me as a berm in that last lap. That was good work.
Bryce, man, that was so funny.
All right, let's debrief in just a second. James, first of all, you took that incredible win after that race there. Just tell us how you're feeling after that one. Off that last lap was carnage.
I'm feeling lucky. That was a right place at the right time, because if I had been where Scott was, Bryce would have cleaned me up pretty hard. So it was one of those advantages to be running second in that moment. But another great race. These off-road ones are always fun, and good fun with the guys there. Timmy, I thought was coming back for it. I knew, once he had that car boost, he was going to be coming strong. But pit lane had another.
I was chasing you hard, bro. I did my best. I couldn't get you.
Yeah, you did.
Good job.
Great race. Is that your first win in Red Bull Homestretch now, James? I forget.
Yeah. Those are first 2.
There you go. Look at that. Not bad, eh? Not bad. Over to you, Kate.
Yeah, Timmy, as you were pushing Hinch there, make it a little bit challenging for all the drivers. But one thing that I noticed about you today is you looked like you were having a whole lot of fun. What was different about your experience here with week 3 that maybe you really changed your mentality a little bit?
I was just having a good day, I think, and it's all good fun here. And I did my best. Got pushed off a few times, pushed some other guys off a few times. It's give and take, and in the end, we had a good time. So it was a good race.
Anything that you can take from today into week 4 that you may have learned today?
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely know everything's unpredictable every single lap, every single corner, especially as you approach a braking zone. You never know what to expect, but you have to learn to handle the unpredictable.
Yeah, it's absolutely
and also the pit wall
one thing you have to be able to do.
Not the fastest way. Yeah, so I was just about to say, sorry to interrupt. I was just about to say, it will probably not. Yeah, it's not the fastest way to finish a race there, Timmy, unfortunately. Bryce Menzies. Bryce, I've got to talk to you about the carnage on that last lap. What on earth happened there? Did you forget you were racing and thought you were playing bowling or something instead? Or
I guess they said there's no rules or anything, so I figured that I could make that turn at like 100, but it just turns out that I couldn't, so I just had to use Scott as a braking zone. It worked out pretty good. I got 3rd, so on to week 4.
The lack of resentment in your voice is fantastic, by the way. What are you feeling after this one? You were running really strong, actually, in that race for the majority.
Oh, man, I'm just having so much fun doing this and racing with some of the best drivers in the world. So it's awesome that Red Bull's put this together, and we get to come do this every Thursday and have some fun and put on a show for the fans and wreck some people as well.
Definitely got wrecked.
Well, but Naomi, that was one of the things. I mean, you definitely got wrecked here and there, but you did a heck of a job trying to keep up with these drivers who have so much experience, not only with sim, but of course, real life. You also said you learned and know when to go slow. How important was that advice here today?
It was very important. I wish I had actually heeded my own advice, because there's a turn there that I just kept getting caught on and would actually do a 360, have to get back on track. So, I feel like maybe that was on me to just practice that part a little bit more pre this race. But overall, yeah, I think slowing down on turns and, was asking the pros, of course, to give me some tips. So thanks for that, guys.
What I really liked, Naomi, there was you encouraging Stewie for you two to gang up on these guys and make it happen. So thank you for that. Thanks to Stewie. We'll be back with these drivers in just a bit to hear a little bit more about their experience today on Red Bull Homestretch. As we're kind of taking a breather here, I just want to let you guys know on Twitch, the Twitch viewers thought 57% of the people thought Timmy was going to win. Hinch, do you feel like that takes away a little bit of the support and encouragement that you may have had from these Twitch viewers?
No, it's all part of the fun and games. It's all good.
To be fair,
good.
most of us thought Timmy was going to win too.
I've taken a big step forward because some races ago, 0% thought I would win. So I see this as a big win. That's actually some people thought that I could do it. So it's a big step forward for me.
Hey Bryce, you wanna introduce us again to your pup there for those who maybe didn't know your dog from the previous weeks?
Yeah, this is Racer.
Was that what?
She's very jealous and wants to be on my lap at all times. It's kind of a nuisance. This is supposed to be my wife's dog, and we got it, and now it just has to be with me every second of the day. So I gave up to the crying and put her on my lap.
It happens. We all, Hinch had his dog eat his cord, so we've all experienced a little dog who wants a little fame every so often, right? Naomi, you're shaking your head. You have a pup that you that knows that very well?
No, I wish I did. I'm looking at getting a puppy soon, actually. So it's a blessing to see your dog, Bryce. He's a cutie.
I got one for free right here. I'll ship it.
All right, let's make it happen.
Welcome back to Red Bull Homestretch. We've had some solid racing here today. A little bit of carnage is another good word for what we've also had. Stewie, you have done an excellent job today keeping up with these guys. Most of them obviously elite athletes yourself, but one thing you did say is next time you're going to get a chair. How much can we expect to see you to get a racing chair for the next time you get racing?
I think I had to improvise a little bit with my setup, but next time I'll try to get a racing chair. And, I just hope I helped you guys get more prepared for week 4. Not sure what else I did. I don't think you saw me that much on the racetrack. I was in the back.
I saw you a lot.
Good stuff. Let's go over to Travis Pastrana. Travis, safety goggles on as ever this week. Looked like you needed them in some of those races. It was fairly heavy contact out there on track.
I tell you what, I had a lot of confidence coming into this weekend. I don't know why. It was unfounded completely. And I proved it was pretty much pre-4 at best, and that was only when they were taking each other out. So, I don't know. Get back to the drawing board. We'll come back with more confidence next weekend and try a different technique.
Well, hang on a minute. You finished second in that first one very quickly. So, you've done well to break your podium duct.
Yeah, I had my best result. I'll take it.
Hey, best result. A few other things we heard is when to go slow, carnage, and you got to look good if you aren't good. Just a few comments from the racers today. It's good times as we close out week 3. For the drivers, production crew, the viewers on Twitch, for Tom Brooks, myself, Kate Osborne, we thank you for joining us. We'll see you the same time, same place next week on Red Bull Homestretch.